They are 10 Stoic rules that don't just promise change, they demand transformation. Rules so brutally honest, so piercingly clear, that they challenge the very way you've been taught to chase happiness, success, and peace. Number 1. The Art of Detached Desire. You want more. Everyone does. More time, more money, more peace, more recognition, more validation, more control. But there's a brutal truth most won't tell you. The more emotionally attached you are to the outcome, the more power you give away. You don't get what you want when you chase it with tension. You get what you want when you can walk away from it. Desire becomes a trap when it owns you. It flips from motivation to addiction. It stops being your dream and becomes your master. People aren't stressed because they want. They're stressed because they think they can't live without it. When you chase goals with emotional grip, you don't act with clarity. You act with desperation. Your nervous system stays on alert. Your mind never rests. You measure your self-worth by your results. That's a mental prison. Think about people who attract everything without shouting. They don't flood social media with forced positivity. They're not begging for likes or praying for validation. They move calm. They move sure. They move with the energy of someone who's already enough. This is the paradox. You attract more when you can walk away from it all. The Stoics knew this. Epictetus taught that when your happiness isn't tied to external conditions, no one can touch you. When you want something, be honest, but never attach your identity to it. Want love? Beautiful, but never become someone begging for it. Want wealth? Great, but never feel like you're starving without it. Say it clearly. I want this. I'll work for it, but I don't need it to breathe. Now watch your posture change. Watch your decisions sharpen. Watch your world shift. This isn't detachment as avoidance. It's detachment as strength. It's the confidence to want without begging, to chase without clinging, to strive without suffering. If you need it, you're owned by it. If you want it, but can walk away, you're free. Number 2, present moment magnetism. Everything you want is only accessible right now, not yesterday, not 5 years from now. The present is all that's real, and most people spend their lives running from it. They escape into the past, blaming, regretting, reliving, or they try to escape into the future, fantasizing, fearing, hoping. Meanwhile, life is sitting in front of them asking, "Are you even here?" This is why nothing sticks. This is why people burn out. Because their attention is divided, their energy is scattered, and their decisions are made from mental fog, not clarity. You don't need to control the future. You need to dominate the moment. When you're truly present, you hear better, think sharper, move smarter. You notice the details others miss. You speak with force. You act with precision. You live awake. Most people are walking while asleep. They scroll more than they breathe. They consume more than they think. They react before they reflect. And then they wonder why life feels like it's slipping. The present doesn't reward those who visit. It rewards those who stay. When you build the discipline to stay focused on what's in front of you, everything becomes easier. Your emotions settle. Your nervous system resets. Your ideas get clearer. Being present isn't just about focus, it's about power. You can't change the past. You can't predict the future, but you can own this second. And if you own enough of these seconds, you shape your life. So before you overthink your next move, come back to the breath. Before you spiral into future fear, ask, what is the next best step I can take right now? That's how you create your future. Not by over-planning it, but by conquering this minute with full presence. Number 3, emotional control. If someone else can trigger you, they own you. If a comment ruins your day, if a face, a tone, a rejection, a delay flips your whole mood, you are not in control. You are in chains. And these chains aren't physical, they're mental. They're built from unchecked emotion, impulsive reactions, and the belief that every feeling deserves a stage. Control of emotion is not about being numb, it's about being responsible. Emotions are signals, not commands. You feel them, you learn from them, but you don't obey them blindly. People live on edge because they've trained their nervous systems to overreact. They've turned every moment into a crisis. Someone doesn't text back? Panic. Someone disagrees. Rage, a door closes. Despair. This is not power. This is weakness disguised as passion. This is instability wearing the mask of sensitivity. Seneca warned about this centuries ago. He said people suffer more from imagination than reality. And it's true. The mind spins, exaggerates, dramatizes, and the body follows with tension, exhaustion, burnout. Not because life is hard, but because we've made it feel hard by reacting to everything. Emotional control is self-respect. It's choosing to protect your energy instead of bleeding it out for things that don't matter. You don't react to prove a point. You don't explode to feel heard. You don't break down because you think it earns sympathy. You remain calm because it protects your clarity. Ask yourself, when was the last time an emotional reaction improved the situation? When did yelling help? When did panicking solve the problem? Emotional control gives you time to think, space to act, and strength to respond wisely. It keeps you from burning bridges you might need. It stops you from saying things you'll carry guilt for. It lets you move like someone who knows who they are. Every time you pause instead of snap, breathe instead of lash out, observe instead of internalize, you win. You create space between stimulus and response. And in that space, you become unshakable. Number 4, accept what you can't control. Most of what stresses you, you don't control. You don't control how people feel about you. You don't control whether others support you. You don't control traffic, the weather, the algorithm, or someone else's behavior. And yet most people let these things dictate how they feel. Trying to control everything is not power, it's fear. The Stoics understood this so deeply, they built their entire philosophy around this one distinction: what is up to me and what is not. That simple line is liberation. You control your thoughts, your choices, your discipline, your attention, your effort. That's your kingdom. Everything else is outside your walls. When you waste time trying to change what isn't yours, you become weak. You become distracted. You burn out chasing the wind. But when you turn inward and master your response, everything shifts. You don't argue to win, you walk away with peace. You don't beg to be seen, you see yourself clearly. You don't fear being misunderstood, you stay aligned with your values. Imagine what you could do with all the energy you've spent trying to control outcomes, impress people, or predict every twist of life. You could build something, create something, heal something, master something. Stop checking things you can't influence. Stop replaying scenes you can't rewrite. Stop overthinking what's already happened. Focus on what is in your control: your attention, your effort, your intention, your reaction. This is where peace lives. This is where results come from. Not from micromanaging the universe, but from managing yourself with discipline and focus. Number 5, internal over external. Most people are controlled by the outside. They feel good when praised, broken when ignored, hopeful when money flows, lost when it dries. Their value system is built on sand, unstable, constantly shifting, always needing more. If your confidence needs applause, it's not confidence, it's addiction. If your self-worth depends on likes, money, titles, you're not free. You're leased by the external world. The Stoics flipped the whole system. They said, build your foundation inside, make your peace internal, Make your purpose internal. Make your discipline, your morality, your character, the roots of your life. Then storms can hit, critics can talk, setbacks can come, and nothing breaks. External validation is a drug. It gives you highs, but it always crashes. Internal validation is strength. You carry it no matter what the world says. People chase fame thinking it'll heal their insecurity. It won't. They chase status, thinking it'll fill their emptiness. It won't. They chase attention, thinking it will silence their self-doubt. It won't. Because if your sense of self lives outside of you, you will forever be a slave to what other people think. But when you build a code you actually live by, when you do what's right even when no one claps, when you know your worth without needing confirmation, then you walk differently, then you speak with clarity, then you move through life not as a performer, but as a force. Build from within. That's the only structure that doesn't fall. Number 6. Power of routine. If you don't control your daily habits, your habits will control you. Every action you repeat is a vote for who you become. And most people are unconsciously voting against themselves. They wake up reactive. First thing they check is their phone, giving their brain to someone else's agenda. Their mornings are rushed. Their decisions are impulsive. Their focus is scattered. Then they wonder why their life feels chaotic. Your day is your battlefield, and the way you start it sets the tone for everything that follows. If you don't create your rhythm, the world will impose one on you, and usually it won't serve you. The Stoics believed in preparation. They believed in morning reflection, in practicing virtue before the day attacked. They wrote, they reflected, they planned their thoughts before their emotions took over. Your routine is not just structure, it's self-respect. It's the ultimate declaration that your life matters enough to manage with intention. You don't need a perfect routine, you need a consistent one. A few powerful habits, done daily, beat complicated systems every time. You don't need a miracle morning, you need a meaningful one. Wake up early enough to be with your own mind before the world pollutes it. Ask, what do I value? How do I want to show up today? What behavior do I refuse to repeat? Discipline isn't about being rigid. It's about being ready. And if you want a peaceful mind, you need predictable rhythms. A routine that grounds you, sharpens you, strengthens you, not just once, but over years. People overestimate motivation and underestimate systems. Motivation fades, systems remain. Build them. Number 7, the power of gratitude. If you don't appreciate what you have, you'll never enjoy what you get. You'll keep chasing, comparing, craving, never stopping to realize that everything you need is already within reach. Gratitude isn't cliché, it's power, it's mental clarity, it's emotional reset. Without it, abundance feels empty. With it, even the smallest moment feels full. People don't feel joy because they're missing things. They feel emptiness because they ignore what's in front of them. They're surrounded by good, but blinded by comparison. Gratitude kills entitlement, and entitlement is the fast lane to misery. When you believe the world owes you, you see every delay as injustice, every obstacle as sabotage, every struggle as failure. But when you live with gratitude, every moment becomes a gift, every challenge becomes a teacher, every breath becomes enough. The Stoics practiced this daily. They reflected on what could be lost. They reminded themselves that nothing is permanent, not youth, not health, not relationships. That awareness sharpened their gratitude. It made them more alive. Try this. Instead of asking what's missing, ask what you'd miss if it were gone. The answer will humble you. Gratitude doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you grow from fullness, not lack. It means you move with appreciation, not addiction. It means you enjoy the climb not just the peak. The most powerful people are thankful not because life gave them everything, but because they recognized what they already had. Number 8. Turn obstacles into growth. Most people see problems as blocks. Stoics saw them as blueprints. Life doesn't break you, it reveals you. And what it reveals is what you must face, refine, and rise through. Growth doesn't come from ease. It comes from the tension between who you are and who you refuse to remain. When something painful happens, most people collapse. They over-identify with the failure. They turn it into identity. But growth means asking better questions. What is this trying to teach me? Where do I need to become stronger? How is this preparing me? You can either let pain define you or refine you. That's the fork in the road. Every setback has two voices. One says, "Why me?" The other says, "Try me." You choose which voice becomes your life. Obstacles aren't punishments. They're signals. They show you your weak spots, your lack of preparation, your untrained emotional reflexes, your gaps in discipline. They're data, if you're humble enough to listen. You can't avoid adversity, but you can grow through it or let it bury you. If you're willing to get uncomfortable, to face yourself honestly, to sit with the discomfort and stay there long enough, you'll break through. Growth is not glamorous, it's gritty, but it's worth it, because the person who rises from difficulty isn't the same person who entered it. They're sharper, clearer, wiser. The obstacle didn't block the path, it was the path. Number 9. Practice voluntary discomfort. The average person is addicted to ease. They avoid pain at all costs. But what they don't realize is that avoidance is their pain. Comfort zones are slow killers. They keep you soft. They steal your resilience. They teach you that challenge is something to fear, not something to face. The Stoics deliberately practiced discomfort. Fasting, cold, silence, minimalism. Not to suffer, but to remind themselves of what they can survive. To prove to themselves that comfort is a privilege, not a necessity. You don't become mentally strong by avoiding hard things. You become strong by walking into difficulty with open eyes. When you voluntarily choose challenge, you build confidence. You realize that pain is temporary, that fear is often inflated, that struggle is your gym. Try it. Skip a meal. Wake up early. Train when tired. Speak the truth when silence would be easier. Make the uncomfortable call. Do what others avoid. Every time you lean into discomfort, you build grit. And grit will take you further than talent ever will. Your life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to stop worshipping comfort and start using challenge as your training ground. Number 10. Live with virtue. Without values, you're lost. You're reactive. You're influenced by every trend, every voice, every opinion. But when you live by virtue, you live with direction. The Stoics didn't chase success. They chased integrity. They didn't ask, "What do I feel like doing?" They asked, "What is the right thing to do?" Virtue means truth over convenience, discipline over emotion, courage over comfort. It means you hold the line, even when no one's watching, even when it costs you, even when it hurts. When you build your life around virtue, you don't just feel better, you become better. You don't compromise your standards, you elevate them. Stop asking if it's popular, ask if it's right. Stop waiting for motivation, act from character. Stop bending your values to fit the moment. Shape the moment with your values. You want self-respect? Live in a way that earns it. You want peace? Make choices that don't need defending. You want to lead? Then stand for something and live it out loud. Virtue is your compass. Without it, you drift. With it, you arrive. These aren't just rules. They are foundations for living unshaken. If even one word cracked something open, support this channel. It helps get this message to more people drowning in a world of lies and noise. Comment below what rule hit the hardest. Share this video with someone who's ready to hear truth. Subscribe if you want more insights and more transformation.